everyone, and welcome back to The Other Side. So for today's video I'm going to let you guys know what happened when I went to the old Melbourne jail when I was in Victoria like more than a week ago. So I don't know when this video is going up, so I just got back from the trip. Well, not really, I got back like 2 days ago. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my birds, they're so annoying. And I can't control them, so sorry if they are tweeting a lot throughout this video. I do have my door closed, so hopefully that will help, but they've just been really annoying today, and they've been sending me back on my filming because one of them keeps like ringing this bell, playing with this bell, and then they keep on just being super noisy like that. So they've just been super frustrating today. So obviously I can't control them like a dog or something like that, so they're just super annoying. So I'm sorry if you can hear them, but I can't do anything about them. Hopefully I'll have some music over the top of this so you can it kind of drowns them out and you can't hear them. So I don't know, but anyway, yeah, so like I said, today I'm going to be talking about what happened when I went to the old Melbourne jail. So we did a tour, and it was a night tour, and it was at 8:30, and I think it went for an hour maybe, or an hour and a half, I don't remember. But the tour that we did was not the ghost tour, which I was kind of a little bit disappointed in, and the tour was good, but the tour that we did was called the Hangman's Tour or something. It was more about the history of the people who had been hanged there, than the ghosts that haunt the prison. So I was kind of a little bit disappointed about that because I wanted to do the ghost tour, and this wasn't really a ghost tour. It kind of was, but it kind of wasn't. It was at the prison, it was at night, it was dark, it was spooky, but it wasn't the tour guide wasn't talking about ghosts. He was just talking about people who had been hanged there. So, but it was really interesting. We got some really interesting information from the tour, and I couldn't film the whole tour obviously, but at the end of the tour we got to have some spare time to just walk around the prison to take photos, or in my case to take some videos. So I got some video clips on my phone, and I will put those clips in right now for you guys so you can enjoy them. So enjoy. So yeah, so those are just a few clips that I took whilst we were at the prison. So, but yeah, so when I was at the prison, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel there was any spirits there or anything, because obviously we weren't there for the ghost tour. So, because the one that we did, it runs, I think it ran on Fridays, or because we went there on a Friday. It ran on Fridays and another day that I don't remember. And the ghost tour, which is called Ghosts What Ghosts, that's what the name of it is, runs on Saturdays. So we were just a day early, and we were leaving Melbourne the next day. So unfortunately we were there a day early, so we couldn't do the actual ghost tour. So I was so annoyed about that, because that would have been way more interesting to me, because I'm not a super historic person, and I'm not really into that type of thing. It was interesting, and the actor who was he was the tour guide, but he was kind of acting during the tour, and because he was acting like he was the person who did the hangings or the executions, and so he was kind of like acting out like that. So he was very good. He was very good at the role, and he was like very informative, and the stories that he told, he told them very well. And yeah, I would definitely recommend it if you're more into that type of like side of like historic buildings. But for me, I personally would have preferred to do the ghost tour because I'm more into like hauntings and like ghosts obviously than like history. So I was a little bit disappointed about that. And I definitely preferred the Port Arthur ghost tour to this one because the Port Arthur ghost tour was like very chilled out. Like the tour guide wasn't like acting, he was just like being himself and just like telling ghost stories about like who like haunts like Port Arthur. So I definitely preferred the Port Arthur tour to this one. So I don't know if I like had done the ghost tour, like the actual ghost tour at the Melbourne jail, maybe I would have preferred it, but I didn't do that tour, I did this tour. So overall it was really good, but like I said, I would have preferred to do the actual ghost tour where they talked about spirits and ghosts and stuff. So I don't know if in that tour if they do like an act out thing, like if the tour guide is like acting out, or if it's like the Port Arthur one. But yeah, I definitely preferred the Port Arthur one. That one was a lot better, and it was more about like the ghosts and everything. So but yeah, I just wanted to share my experience with you guys, and just let you know what the tour was about, and tell you guys that there are different tours that you can do at the prison. So although it was pretty spooky at some points, because some points during the tour, it was a packed tour. There was probably about like 30 people there, a lot more than when we did the Port Arthur one. When we did the Port Arthur tour, there was only like 6 of us, 7 including the tour guide, so it was a very small group that time. But when we did this one, it was like a massive group of like 30 people. So but there was a really spooky part when we were all inside one of the prison cells, and the tour was just like the only light we had during the tour was a lantern, and so it wasn't very bright obviously. And so whilst we were in one of the cells, the tour guide blew out the candle, so it wasn't pitch black, you could still see, but it was still pretty dark and it's pretty spooky, and the door was shut, and so that was a pretty spooky moment. And it was also so hot in the cell, like it was boiling because it was like a lot of people, and it's summertime, so it was really hot. But that was one spooky moment. And then another one was when we actually got to go to see where they hung the people, like they had like the rope that hung the people, and it was so creepy seeing that, and like seeing the trapdoor, and it was just like so creepy. And you saw I got a clip of like the rope, and yeah, that was like super creepy because it was just like, this is where people have had like this is where people have had their last bit of life in this place. It was pretty spooky. So there were spooky elements of it, and yeah, but it was a really good tour. But I would have preferred to have done the ghost tour one. But yeah, I did enjoy it overall, and I would recommend it if you are in the area. And yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. Also, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I took down my fairy lights around this sign, because when I last filmed in front of this background, you couldn't really see it because the lights were so bright. So I took them down. It also just looked a little bit messy, so I took them down and I just kept up the little pumpkin lights. So if you're wondering like what happened to them, that's what I did. I just took them down because it was just like a little bit too much and you couldn't see the sign. So and the sign's like the main thing of the background. So but yeah, anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know. But anyway, so again, I hope you guys liked this video, and I am hopefully going to be doing more ghost tours. There are like quite a few like tours I think in Brisbane that you can do, so I'm gonna like try and do some research and see if there are any that are like nearby. So yeah, I definitely want to do a lot more ghost tours because I just love doing them. They're so fun and spooky. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now, and again, I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Alright, bye guys.